What up, book lovers? It is G-Swizz here, and I'm here today with my monthly unboxing. So this unboxing today is going to be a little bit different, meaning that I don't have my adult FAIRYLOOT box, and that's not because I skipped it, it's because it's lost in transit somewhere. I've reached out to FAIRYLOOT. I'm really hoping that they get back to me because I don't want a refund, I want the book. I purposefully did not skip this month because I wanted the book. I really wanted to see what FAIRYLOOT did with this special edition for the July adult book pick. That all being said, I'm really hoping, fingers crossed, I get it, and that FAIRYLOOT respond to me soon because I am struggling to have peace of mind right now. I also skipped this month's Illumicrate, and that was mostly due to the fact that I wanted to budget for other special edition boxes. As much as I would have wanted to read the book pick for the month, I didn't have the immediate interest in it to have the drive to stay subscribed for the month of July. But I have not skipped for August. I'm really excited for August. So the next unboxing you can expect in Illumicrate. But today I have some FAIRYLOOT boxes to unpack and some Afterlight boxes to unpack. One of the FAIRYLOOT boxes being a special edition, a single special edition, and one of the Afterlight boxes actually being a special edition set. I will be starting off with the special editions, and then I will be moving on to the subscription boxes. So I guess without further ado, let's get straight into this unboxing. And I am going to start off with my single FAIRYLOOT special edition. Oh, I'm so excited about this. So I actually have 3 editions of this book now. I will unwrap this so I can show you that I happened to get The Stolen Heir by Holly Black once again. Oh my goodness, this edition looks so much prettier in person. Like, I loved the digital mock-up that FAIRYLOOT showed us, but this is gorgeous. So on this front cover here, we have Ren and we have Prince Oak, and they look so beautiful. I am so obsessed. I also like this foiling that we've got on this cover. I wasn't expecting FAIRYLOOT to slap this hard, but they slapped this hard. And on the back side of the dust jacket, it says, "A runaway queen, a reluctant prince, a quest that may destroy them both." I loved this book so much when I read it. I think this was like one of my first books I read this year, and I actually remember listening to this on audiobook like in the middle of the night. In fact, it was the middle of the night before I was to return to work for the year. Yeah, so I got no sleep the night before I was to return to work for the year because I just needed to know what happened in this book. But I ended up being so charged up that day, and I was like, oh my goodness guys, this book was amazing. And yes, I do have a work colleague who continuously roasts me for staying up all night to read Holly Black. So now that we've looked at these beautiful external features, let's look inside. Oh my goodness. Check those end pages out. That is so pretty. Let's see if it's replicated on the other side. Yeah, it's replicated, but it's still very pretty. So I'll give it that. I am really loving that foiling. That's really cool. Let's check. Oh, yep. And we have more foiling on the back. I appreciate that because not every special edition comes with foiling on both sides. We have a letter from the author bound into the book, and it kind of reminds me of the Illumicrate special edition, but I mean, I'm really happy with this. Like, even though I would only expect a signature to be in one of these books, I'm happy that we've got a signature and a letter. And honestly, I don't really care that it's digital. I kind of find that there's a bit of a personal touch to it, considering that Holly Black wrote a letter. Overall, I really love the special edition, and I'm really happy to add it to my collection. And next up, I have to show you guys my Afterlight special edition. I have been looking forward to these books because I really enjoyed 2 out of 3 of them. I haven't read the 3rd one yet. The 3rd one only came out recently, but I am very much looking forward to checking that one out. So this special edition set is not a series, rather it is a set of a specific author's works. I love their works, and I cannot wait to read more from them, but when I heard they were gonna do a set for this author's books, I just knew that they had to be mine, especially because one of them is one of my favorite contemporary romances of all time. So I shall go through them. I'm gonna go into order of publication. So first off, I don't know if you guys can tell what this book is, but I did enjoy this book. I'm gonna reveal this to you if you guys can't see it through the bubble wrap. It is The X-Talk by Rachel Lynn Solomon. Yes, this is a Rachel Lynn Solomon set, and I'm just really happy to add these beautiful special editions to my collection because I have adored Rachel Lynn Solomon's books so far. The X-Talk is not my favorite by Rachel Lynn Solomon, but I do appreciate this book. So this is the Afterlight exclusive edition cover. It is yellow rather than pink, and on the pages we have some lightning strikes, but I reckon they're meant to represent sound, like on the cover where we've got like 3 of them over here next to a microphone, and then on the back we've got more of those little strikes there. Let's see the other features. Oh, okay. I've got got a signature in here in pink Sharpie. And no end paper art, but let's check. Oh, okay. I love this. I love this. We've got some really cool foiling, nothing on the back, I can confirm that. And there's a quote on the naked hardback that says, "It was a pleasure breaking up with you." And I mean, if you've read the book, you'd know that it is a pleasure indeed, because they are pretty much running a radio show where they are pretending to be exes when they're not really exes. I really love this edition, oh my goodness. And honestly, just looking at the beautiful features, it makes me want to reread this book because I had a very fun time reading it. And the second out of the bunch happens to be my favorite book by Rachel Lynn Solomon. And I'm pretty sure some of you guys know what this is based on me talking about it on my channel previously. And that, my friends, is Weather Girl by Rachel Lynn Solomon. I honestly do prefer the original cover, and yes, I do still have the original cover, so it's not a complete loss, but I am really happy that I have a special edition of this book because this book means so much to me. The depression representation in this book, in my personal opinion, is incredible and it's spot on. I understand that everyone has a different experience. However, the protagonist's experience in this book very much reminded me of my day-to-day life, and I appreciated that. And I also loved the love interest in the story. I loved their chemistry, I loved their communication. The ending is just so wholesome. It's one of the most wholesome endings I read in a romance contemporary this year. I am so in love with Weather Girl. So let me just show you the dust jacket spread, and then the pages have some umbrellas and some drops. And I'm not gonna lie, I did find it a little bit sad to see that not everyone was keen on having Weather Girl in the box. I did see a few comments being like, can you just do the X-Talk alone? Like, I understand that not everyone loves Weather Girl, but like, I wasn't expecting so many comments about Weather Girl being a dud book to some people. I love Weather Girl, and I'm so happy that I got a special edition of Weather Girl because this book means so much to me, but I kind of understand at the end of the day. Like, not every book is gonna mean as much to some people as it does to you, all that jazz, but I'm just really happy that we got a special edition of this, even though it was underwhelming to some people. Here I've got another signature, and in Weather Girl we have a blue Sharpie from Rachel Lynn Solomon and the naked hardback. Oh my goodness, this is so pretty. As much as I like the X-Talk one and I liked the colors on the X-Talk one, I really love these drops. The aesthetic, oh my goodness. The quote on the hardback says, "I meant it when I told you before, I want every version of you." I remember tearing up when I first read that quote, and now I have this quote on a naked hardback. Every single time I feel like tearing up, I'm just gonna look at it. I am so in love with this. Before I get too sappy, I need to move on. I'm just really happy that I have a special edition of one of my favorite romance novels of all time. And finally, the book that I have not yet read by Rachel Lynn Solomon that literally just came out is Business or Pleasure. Once again, different colors to the original cover, and I do kind of prefer the original cover, but I still like the colors on this one. I kind of like that we have a primary color theme going on here. I totally forgot that the pages have socks on them and that the socks are yellow. I'm not too sure if you guys can see that. I hope you can. I'm not gonna lie, this is probably my least favorite stenciling out of the three, but I am still really happy I've got a special edition of this. I also just like Afterlight's hardbacks in general. And once again, signature by Rachel Lynn Solomon, and that is in purple Sharpie. And then I love this though. I think that this is probably my favorite naked hardback because it's busy and I like busy. The quote on this hardback says, "Whatever semi-professional boundary we still had earlier today, it officially no longer exists." That makes me want to read the book even more. I also appreciate the foiling of the books on this naked hardback. I like books, but I like books on books even more. And while I know that this special edition Afterlight set was pretty polarized in the romance book loving community, I appreciate these. I'm so happy that I have these in my collection, and as soon as they were announced, I knew that they had to be mine. I did not care how they looked externally. I'm just really happy I have them and that Rachel Lynn Solomon got special edition treatment. How cool is that? And while we are on this Afterlight high, maybe I should unbox my bi-monthly Afterlight here. Pretty much Afterlight are a bi-monthly subscription service that cater to romance book lovers, specifically contemporary romance. No fantasy romance yet or historical romance yet, but who knows, maybe one day. And I'm very much looking forward to unboxing this one because I'm very much curious about the book that we have. Here we have the spoilery card for this month, and the theme art kind of reveals what the book is, but I mean only if you've been paying attention to the romance releases coming out. I'm just gonna put it down until I need it. So the first thing I see in this box is this little postcard here that says greetings from Los Angeles. I wonder what this has to do with the book. Oh, actually it's promotion for another book. It's actually promotional material for a book called Love Me Do by Lindsay Kelk. I'm pretty sure I've heard of Lindsay Kelk before. Is she the author of On a Night Like This? I don't know if she is, but if she is, I've wanted to read that book. I just haven't gotten into it yet. So promotional material, this is kind of smart promotional material because I truly thought that this was just an item that came in the box. But moving on to the actual Afterlight items, first of all, I believe I've got a note card set. Yes, I've got a note card set here, and I know that Afterlight's not usually like inspired by specific books, but I think that this is really cool. This is a practical item that I would use only because I'm an adult now, and now I have to start like buying cards for myself in order to give out to people. This would have been very useful for me the other day when I was sending out a birthday gift, and I just yeah, I really should have had these on hand, but I did not. These are pretty. Let me take them out of the packaging here. I don't know if they all have the same design, but that's just so pretty. I love that design. They're all blank. That's awesome. I like this design as well. How many do we have? So that's the third. Okay, we have 4. That's nice. I don't mind having these for free. They're gonna help me with my adult duties of like sending out greeting cards and stuff. So even though I wouldn't use this in my everyday, this is definitely something that's gonna be handy for me when I have to use them, you know? And the next things I see in this box, I can't make out what these are. There are 2 of them. Blossoming collapsible vases. Display your fresh or dried flowers in these stunning floral collapsible vases. Okay, how do these work? I'm gonna put one down and see how that works. I don't have flowers on hand with me at the moment, but I'm gonna see if I can stand these up. Like, are these just meant to carry bouquets? Okay, no, I can't. Maybe I should look at these tabby things. I don't know how this works. Do I blow into it like a balloon? Because I can't put my hand in there. I don't think I can stand these up. I don't think, oh wait, maybe? No, I don't know. I don't know how to do that. If I was giving away a bouquet, this would be perfect. I don't know how to stand this up. I'm probably just gonna Google it and see how it's meant to display. Regardless, this is beautiful. I really like this design. This one is also really cool. I think I like the yellow one a bit more, but having 2 as an option is pretty cool. I feel like Afterlight are giving out items that I can give out as gifts, because I could give someone a note card and I can give someone a bouquet of flowers and this be a vase for that. I don't think these are going to be like practical everyday items for me. It's more like Afterlight have given me items to help me with my gift giving. And we've got the bi-monthly Afterlight print, which was inspired by the book, and on the back of it we have a letter from the author. Based on the name of the author, I know what this book is, as well as, you know, the theme art and stuff. What I'm seeing in this box right now is absolutely beautiful. It is beauty wrapped in bubble wrap. And the bi-monthly Afterlight book pick is Forget Me Not by Julie Soto. I'm speechless. I'm so happy I did not skip, because I knew nothing about the book. I just saw it everywhere on my online shopping algorithm, and I was like, well, I'm not excited about this book. Maybe I might give it a skip. And I'm really happy I did not skip this, because if I skipped this, I don't think I would forgive myself. This is probably the prettiest Afterlight bi-monthly book pick I've seen. It just has all my favorite colors. It has my favorite pastel pink. It has my favorite blue. I really love this blue, and I love the combination of the colors on this cover. I love the foiling. Check those beautiful stenciled pages out. That is so pretty. Look at the end pages. That's gorgeous. To top it all off, that foiling is magnificent. The end page art on the other end is the same. I am so impressed. I only know that this book is about a wedding planner, and I believe that she's also a florist. I'm not too sure, but what I do know is that flowers are definitely involved in this book. I mean, they definitely had a heavy influence on the theme for the month and the cover. Forget-me-nots, that's also a flower as well. I initially assumed that this book was about a florist, but it's about a wedding planner from what I know. So could be also about about a florist. Who knows? Maybe she's both. I'm really excited to read this one because I do love myself a good feel-good story. And last but certainly not least, for today's unboxing, I have my monthly Fairy Loot Young Adult. And you might have noticed that, yes, there was a hole poked through my box. I had to check to make sure that the items were okay, and thankfully the packaging paper saved the day here, because if it did not save the day, then I would have been frustrated. Okay, so first off, we've got our spoilery card here, and I believe this month's theme is Cruel Intentions, and I really like that art. I think that that art looks really cool, but I'm just gonna put the spoilery card here. So the first item I'll pick out of this box are these socks right here. These socks, what were they inspired by? The Wicker King. Okay, so I haven't read The Wicker King, but I am familiar with The Wicker King's cover design, and these socks definitely replicate that design. I really like how they look. I think that they're awesome. You can't tell that they are book box socks, but I do like the quality of Fairy Loot socks. I love wearing these. I am obsessed with the Raven Boys ones that I got in a past box. I wear them a lot. I think I'm gonna wear them out soon, so I'm really happy that these socks came in at a perfect time. And the next item I'm gonna pick out of this box seems to be a coaster set. I'm not a huge fan of coaster sets being in boxes, only because, like, if you're going to provide them often, then I don't see the point. Also, I'm kind of bitter because I don't have a dining table or a coffee table. Like, I have desks, but yeah, this apartment is just small, so I don't use coasters, but I should probably start using coasters soon, maybe when I have a coffee table or maybe when I have a dining table. By the looks of it, this coaster set has been titled Monster Family Crest Coaster Set, and I don't know what that means. I don't know if, like, this is going to contain monsters. Oh, actually, on the back of the box it says Only a Monster coasters, so it looks like it was inspired by Only a Monster. You know what I said about coaster sets? I kind of take that back because these coasters look so pretty. Check that out. That's gorgeous. Oh my goodness. Obsessed. And this is a cool design as well. Let's flick over to the next. Oh, we got a fox. I love foxes. And the final one, oh my goodness, it's a phoenix, but I love the colors on that phoenix. And I love the color of the coaster. This is gorgeous. I wish there was some sort of way I could display the coasters on my wall. And the next thing I'm gonna take out of this box is this envelope right here that says Cruel Intentions Magnetic Bookmarks. Oh, okay. I don't think that these were inspired by, like, anything specific, but this is really cool. I love the look of these magnetic bookmarks, and I think we should have more magnetic bookmarks. Like, forget tabs. I'm done with page tabs. Magnetic bookmarks. That's the way to go, book boxes. Please, provide us with more of these. These are gorgeous. I love how they're foiled. Yeah, wow, I'm obsessed. And the next thing I see in this box seems to be a pin, and this packaging envelope says that it is the Nightmare pin. And by the looks of it, it's a nightmare pin. Check that out. That's pretty cool. I don't know what this means. Enamel pin. Drawing inspiration from Rachel Galeg's One Dark Window, this enamel pin beautifully captures the nightmare, one of the Providence cards. Okay, I haven't read the book yet. I only recently found it on my shelves. For the longest time, I had lost One Dark Window in my library somewhere, and I only just found it. So, I will read it sometime, I promise. I don't know what this means yet, and I don't know what a Providence card is, but I am willing to find out. And the next thing I see in this box seems to be a holo book. Oh, I'm so excited. I have been looking forward to receiving another one of these holo books for quite some time. I need a holo book for all my bookmarks. Because I've had to start using my other holo book for enamel pins and some of my book tins for other things, I need one for bookmarks specifically now. It says Collection of Magical Tomes Volume 2. Or at least this is just the packaging. And this is the second holo book, and the holo book is titled The Book of Fate. I really like that title. And check this design out. I'm really happy that it's purple. I just love purple. And this is what the spine looks like. I think that that looks very pretty. And obviously the holo book is holo. I can't wait to use this for my bookmarks. And now I must dig for the tarot cards. And the tarot cards we have for the month are the Page of Stars and the Knight of Stars. And I'm guessing that these two characters are from Sorcery of Thorns. I'm just gonna double check the spoilery card to confirm that. Tarot set features Nathaniel as the Page of Stars card and Elizabeth as the Knight of Stars card. The characters are from Sorcery of Thorns by Margaret Rogerson. I was right. It's been a few years since I've read the book, and I need to reread that book. They are so cute, they're so adorable, and there's a cat. There's a cat right here. I love cats. And now we come to the book pick of the month. And the FAIRYLOOT young adult book pick for July is Threads That Bind. I've seen this book in bookstores. This colorway was not what I expected. So in that bag, we got a bookmark with a theme card art. We have an art print. I'm guessing those are the characters that we are following in the series. And we also have an author letter, which is really cool. And then we've got our monthly fairy scoop, which kind of goes through the new releases for the month and an interview with the author. But this is our book pick for the month, and I am very impressed. Even though I do love the original edition, it's really hard for me to say which edition I prefer. And I think the reason why is because I'm so used to seeing the original edition in B format paperback with the penguin logo on it, and I'm so happy that there's no penguin logo on here. Oh my goodness. But check that out. I love this. It's really difficult to see with my ring light, obviously, because the foil just like keeps shining, but I promise it looks very pretty. And oh my goodness, these pages. Once again, I'm a huge fan of purple, so I'm living for this. Check this beautiful in-page art out. And then on the naked hardback, I like that. I really like that. I like that foiling. Does it continue? No, it doesn't continue, but that's okay. And then here's an alternative dust jacket for those who don't like character art, but want to have something that kind of looks a bit more like the galaxy. I don't mind this cover, but I definitely prefer the original cover, and I'm really happy that the original cover is what they stuck with, except obviously they've changed the colorway. And on the other side, yep, we've got more in-page art here, of which I'm guessing is the male protagonist or the love interest. And let's see if we've got a signature in here. Yep, we've got a signature in here. That's a very unique author signature. I'm not too sure if you guys can see that. It's like a symbol. Overall, I am very much impressed with this FAIRYLOOT special edition. I am a fan of purple, even though I did like the original green. Let's see, what was my favorite item of the month? I would have to say I really like the holo book, but if we're talking about something that's different from what FAIRYLOOT have featured in their most recent boxes, I am a big fan of the metallic bookmarks. I reckon that they did an excellent job with those, but in terms of impressing me with like their regular items, the holo book is probably the most practical item for me at the moment because I'm running out of storage for my bookmarks. Overall, I'm very much pleased with this FAIRYLOOT box, and I'm even impressed with the coasters. How amazing is that? I guess that's gonna be it for this video today, book lovers. If you happen to stay to the end of the video, leave me the purple heart emoji. And if you happen to enjoy this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet already. Join the amazing community of book lovers. And also, I have social medias. I'm at gswizzlebooks on Twitter and Instagram, and I'm also Goodreads. That's www.goodreads.com/gswizzle. And finally, I'm at TikTok. I'm at gswizzle on TikTok if you want to follow me there for some bookish content. I love you, book lovers, and I will see you later.
How did I weigh half and I flipped it in a double? How did I weigh half and I flipped it in a double?